Hello, my name is Kev from dataSights, and in this video we're going to look at calculating our MRR growth rate using ChatGPT, using Xero Invoice data, not having to do anything technical and doing it really quickly as well. Benefits is you literally don't have to be technical, create the view, get some insights, share it with your stakeholders. If they're happy, wrap it in a BI report, Power BI, Google Looker, all the rest of it. So what we're really trying to do here is we're trying to quickly get answers to questions, wrap that up, get some insights and analysis, then share it with stakeholders in a fraction of the time that it takes to spec out a report, get the report developed, figure out the report development yourself, all the rest of it. I'm not saying we're replacing report development. What we're doing is we're changing the cycle and the process of creating reports so that there is less wastage, cost, time and effort. Alright, so enough babbling, Kev, let's go and have a look. So what we've got here is, again, with ChatGPT, we have created our Xero Invoices recurring revenue view. Essentially, it's just invoices, line items, filtered to account code 200. So we're starting with that data, and we use this for an immense amount of things, whether it's LT, CL, CLV, CAC, LTV, a whole bunch of things. It's extremely useful, so we have it as a view that we can reuse. Anyway, so now we come in here. First job that we're going to do is we're going to take that invoice line item data, which represents our recurring revenue stream, per customer, blah, 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 which means that it's capturing the start and the end of subscriptions and upsells and blah, 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 all the rest of that good stuff. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get that invoice data into an MRR growth table or view. So if we say to the very friendly model, if I give you a SQL table, can you calculate the MRR growth rate month on month for the last 12 months? It's going to say sure. It's probably going to have a guess. So in this first one, this is our data query functionality. It is going to help us write the SQL that is going to create that thing. So it's going to have stat, and it's going to say, hey, if I don't know your data yet, but this is kind of what we would do in order to get that data. So now what we can do is actually submit the, is query that data. What we're doing here under the hood is we're giving it the table and the columns, and guess what? It remembers what we're wanting to achieve. It is going to now apply the logic to that table structure, and bam. Since we've moved to ChatGPT 4, it does chuck in this little thing, but we'll get rid of that pretty soon. And here we go. So, well, for better or worse, it's actually gone and ignored the last 12 months thing, which if I just typed it again, it would say that. But it has gone back all the way to 2020. So maybe if we just start from and say, actually, we only want to see it from, let's go with there, because I'm pretty sure we moved some chart of accounts around that period. So if we say from 1st of November 2020 to the month, to the current month, can you limit it to start from 1st of November 2020 and stop at the current month? Blah, 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 blah. Come on, mate. Make sure. Alright, cool. So now we can copy it over there, we can re-execute it, and let's have a look. Now we're starting in October, and we're going all the way down to the 1st of November 2020. Is that what I asked it? 1st of November 2020. Yeah, 1st of November 2020. Oh well, this is actually pretty good, because it, in the next step, we will see that create SQL view. We will call this MRR growth rate. Let's rename that to SAS MRR growth rate. So click create, and now we have something we can actually play with. So now we can go, let's have a look. If I give you some MRR growth rates data, can you help me analyze it, pretty please? So the difference now is that with this same, if we search for SaaS, the first one we used to essentially take a big set of data and query it down into something repeatable and reusable, etc. This SaaS MRR growth rate table I can now pull into multiple tools and all the rest of it, and it's going to stay automatically updated as we sync in Xero data, of course. So now we can use ChatGPT, instead of helping it just to write the query, you can use it to actually get insights. And the big difference here is that we're actually taking the contents of that data and giving that to the model. Remember, this is a fully secure, 100% dedicated to each customer. Microsoft Azure ChatGPT, not the OpenAI one that's a black box that can do anything with your money, with your data, hopefully not your money. And there we go. So it's now telling us the highest MRR in October with amount was 9.6 is with the, and hence the growth rate is not calculated. So it's saying there's nothing there, so it's excluding that one. June 2023, in contrast to July, saw a decrease. That is COVID, pretty sure of that, yeah. And these are, yeah, pretty much months I went on a holiday. So, you know, our one-man sales team wasn't there to drive things. And let's have a look. November's upward trend, blah, blah, blah. There are 7 weeks in previous month. They are observed in February. Please note these are very high if you need to deep. So, can you show me the average MRR growth rate? So, let's have a look. Probably 2.4 now. Now that's really, really, really accurate, because essentially since inception of our business, we've been growing for some reason at literally 30 to 33% every year, year on year. Even this current financial year, which we are barely started, that's where it looks like we're going to end up at. So I know it's not talking rubbish, basically. And then you say, how does that compare to the SaaS industry in general, and for technology businesses specifically? Yes, a SaaS business is a technology business, but I didn't say I was smart. I said hopefully the model's smart. So let's have a look. All right. Aiming for 15 to 20, yeah, we're not 10x, so that's okay. It's roughly transfer about 2.4 to 2.7. Midline to around 32% year over year, which is 2.4 is. We've still got so many things we can do, and we're still doing okay. So what can we do to increase our MRR growth rate? I know Google could tell us the same thing, but I guess the benefit is that with context over our own business, it should be there. Acquire more customers, increase, cross-sell, reduce churn, offer annual plans. Don't like that one. Understand customer needs. All good stuff. Anyway, so look, at the end of the day, it does take some effort, but most things do. If you are, for example, pulling in raw data and you are doing calculations in Excel or Power BI, I guarantee you that you will be spending more time doing that than it will take to learn a few things in here to do this, both the data query side and then the submitting to get the insights side of it. The benefit, of course, is that with this SaaS MRR growth rate view, I could, for example, next step's going to be creating a customer lifetime view and a churn rate view and a retention rate view for employee retention rate. Then, when we've got all of those in place, we can actually submit all of it to ChatGPT and actually get its insights and get actually a better picture, because growth rate 30% is fine. I know that's good because our churn rate is super low, but we need to get that all on one page. Anyway, having fun, it's useful, it's going to help non-technical people to essentially get data into a format that they can use, share that with their stakeholders, their employees, their directors, whoever. Make sure it's valuable, make sure that people care. And the way you know if people care is that they go, hey, remember you did those MRR growth rate things, would you mind doing that again? And you go, sure. I actually have that prepped and ready to go. Boom. All right. Hope you have a good one. Any questions anytime, fire away.